So hey guys, I thought I'd give you guys a little update video. We haven't been putting out very much stuff lately. Just a little busy around here, but just trying to get a little bit of family time. My wife and daughter are going to go on a road trip here in the near future, and just trying to spend some time together before they take off. Once they take off, it's going to be pretty busy around here. I got a lot of chores to get caught up on. It's kind of funny actually, after the last Wood Heat Wednesday video, I was talking about helping people out from time to time. Well, we ended up getting approached and someone needs a little help. They ran into a few little hurdles this year. We're going to be supplying them with about 5 cords of wood to help them get through this up and coming winter. And I want to get those piles refilled back in pretty quickly, so I'll be spending a lot of time out in the woods doing a lot of cutting and shuffling around on firewood here. The other weekend was the big Homestead Fall Festival meetup over at the Weekend Homestead place. That was a fantastic time. I would really encourage you to put that aside on your calendar for next year. I'm not quite sure if they've released dates or any of the details of that stuff, but it was great. It's perfect time of year, just beautiful scenery. So there were several other YouTube channels that were there. There was Prepsteader Bob, the Weekend Homestead, of course, 180 degrees from average, and the Big Family Homestead. Really was a great time. If you follow Big Family Homestead, they're pretty notorious for their live streams. They just have a very fun interactive live stream, a lot of times little games and stuff like that. And they kind of created a game, I guess you could say, and tried to get people out of their shell and put sort of like a scavenger hunt, only having to go out and meet people and try to find, you know, who's from the smallest town, who's got the weirdest animal, all these different things. And it kind of pushed you to get outside your shell, and I think it was a really good thing. It opened up a lot of doors, I felt, and got to know other people, share different ideas and different struggles. It was a great event. To be honest, I don't think there was a lot of cameras pulled out and filming, I guess, any of the event. It just was so interactive and just a great time. Of course, you know, a couple of the YouTube channels got a little goofy and kind of filmed each other a little bit and had a little fun with that. Hey guys,
There's Will.
Hey guys.
Ethan, and I'm over here, and that guy there.
Pretty chilly day. I think the highs were only somewhere in the mid 40s, so it was a little cold if you stood around. They did have some heaters and stuff in some of the outbuildings that you could huddle around. They had a campfire. It was really fun to get a walk around with Will and see some of the projects he had going on. I got to see how he managed his firewood piles and a little bit of the details of that.
Stuff. You just throw it all in a pile, and you know, if we have a fire out here, whatever it is, it's really easy to come in with the Kubota. I can just scoop out a scoop of it.
This is like your kindling bins?
Yeah, these are all kindling bins and everything else. I usually have more of them, but I've already moved 2 of them down below. At one point in time, I've got 4 posts. They're actually sitting behind here. We're gonna put 4 posts, and I got some tin roof that I was gonna put over this. I just hadn't gotten to it. But these are all just pallets. Dump bin. So when you have all this weird stuff that, you know, when you're splitting and you got all this kind of stuff.
End cuts, yeah, I got a lot of those.
And we just throw it all in a pile, and then when we have fires like we're having right now or whatever, it's easy just to throw it together.
These are great for the fall and spring. At least with our stove, we'll turn them because it's like this length, and you can actually go like the east-west pattern. And
well, the other thing too is you're burning good wood. I mean, so if you're doing outdoor campfires and stuff like that, you don't want to just get rid of all this kind of stuff, you know. Then I'm 2 deep, 5 high, all the way around. I've been picking off of that side to load for this year. But we just fill up a heap on the end there of all the stuff that we're cutting. And then once that's full, bring the splitter in the middle, we cut it, stack it, start on one end, and then, so we're picking from this end, so this is the newest. That's the oldest. We just work our way around and it just keep rotating. This is 2 dump truck loads of gravel, and it just brought the Kubota in and the cat and just flatten it all out. Once it rains this will firm up, and I can park trailers back here, load and unload.
So Will from the Weekend Homestead, he's pretty well known for his fireworks. He's pretty involved in some pretty big events. And the weather wasn't really the most ideal. They were even talking about some potential rain. I think there was even some sprinkles at one point. So he kind of called off the fireworks show. But we got a little bit of a nice opening towards the end of the evening, and even got to send off some fireworks. Not quite the original show that he was planning, but it was really fun. It was kind of a smaller audience there at that point, and just a great show. And it was fun to be able to see a little bit of the behind the scenes and kind of some of his day-to-day stuff.
All right, we're good to go. Let's make sure everybody is safe and good. Are we ready? And that's the day at my office.
So if you end up attending and you enjoyed yourself, I would definitely recommend taking a few minutes and sending a message to the Weekend Homestead. When I walked out of that place, it kind of dawned on me. I'm like, what does it take to put something like this on? All the permits that need to be pulled, renting things like porta potties, tents, the cost and fireworks. There was a lot of stuff that was pretty easy to overlook. That they picked up in cost-wise. You know, a lot of times you see events like this or the fireworks shows. I mean, a lot of times it's being funded by different businesses and stuff, and this was all being done by Will and their family over there, and it really was something special. There's not a lot of events like this that happen here in the Midwest that are within a couple hour driving distance from us, at least. And if you ended up attending, I would definitely encourage just sending them a message, maybe leaving a comment on their channel. Just letting them know how much you appreciate it. If you have any interest in going to this next year, I would definitely encourage you to, but get that marked on your calendar and try to plan for something like that. It really is a great time. There were so many new people that we got to meet from all different places. There was people that even traveled from Ohio. I was surprised on a handful of people that we ended up meeting that really weren't all that far from us. So I just wanted to just share a few updates. Keep your eye out. We'll have some more videos coming up here pretty soon. We've just been a little busy and just kind of have some other priorities at the moment, but things will really start ramping up here, and hope everyone's doing well and hanging in there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.